Alright, here we go. Oop. Oh my goodness, why can't I ever do TikTok? I don't know what that means. Alright, so I'm here at the scene. There's that police officer left, but I'm here at the scene and I'm trying to figure out, we are looking for Genises Nova Reid, 2-year-old, Enterprise, Alabama, went missing. Not sure if it's days she's been missing, but we're thinking we might have another Casey Anthony case. I just got back from Enterprise Police Department from the press releases they had, and I have the full press release over on YouTube. It's uploading now from the live. Also have it recorded to somewhere else. So I was going to play some of that and let y'all hear some of it and kind of give an update on what officer said at the press release. Just kind of waiting on some people to get in here. Y'all don't mind sharing it out. I'm not going to be on here for very long. That drains my battery, and I'm trying to charge my phone right now. Just got back from the press release. I'm here on the scene of Genises Nova Reid, 2-year-old that went missing in Enterprise, Alabama. The mother is in custody right now. She has no bond, Class C felony for lying to law enforcement about a missing persons case, or about lying to police officers about a missing person. So she is in custody right now. They said they were looking for someone named Mariah. I don't think they're got their hopes too high on that because of the false reporting that she's already done and the other lies and stuff she's already told throughout this investigation. This morning they did a search with professional searchers, and they have the FBI and U.S. Marshals are investigating this case right now, and so they're involved. They're still looking for the missing little girl. I wish I could put her picture up. I don't know how I do it. I don't know how I can put the picture up. Background maybe? No, not. Oh, green screen. Let's see. I want to put this little girl's picture up. Alright, so that mattress there, it is not the mattress that was in question. I've seen it. It's still over there. Trying to find the little girl's picture, y'all. Alright, so that's the little girl that's missing out of Enterprise, Alabama. Mother reported her missing yesterday morning at 3:10 a.m. and said that she, I guess, walked out of the house and she woke up, and the mother woke up and her daughter wasn't there anymore. Right across the street from where I'm sitting right now are the apartments that the little girl and her mother lived in. And Here, I can play y'all some of the press conference. But they are still searching. They don't want the public out here searching because it could hinder the investigation. And they did say that they appreciated everyone wanting to help search for this little girl. But as of right now, they only have the professionals doing it. And so that means FBI, the U.S. Marshals, people that are trained in search. So they do not want the public looking in any of the places that, because it could mess up the investigation and the prosecution. So.
AM, stating that Genises walked out the front door. A thorough precursor search of the area did not result in any helpful leads of where Genises had gone, and inconsistencies in Adrian's story resulted in more intense investigation. FBI, ALEA, Coffee County Sheriff, and numerous other agencies were notified as mutual aid, and the investigation responded to assist. The full staff of every division of the Enterprise Police Department remains engaged in the investigation as a lead agency. The father of Genises, grandmother, other family members, and those that knew Genises were contacted through the investigation and have been very cooperative with law enforcement. Mariah, a person of interest but not a suspect, was generated through Adrian, who gave very little to no assistance on how to contact Mariah. We again ask the public to include Mariah. If you know who this might be, please come forward and share your information. Our ultimate goal is to safely reunite this child with the people who love her and are committed to her care and well-being. Although we are still investigating the whereabouts of Genises, we are confident that Adrian made a false report that Genises walked out of the apartment at 3 a.m. in the morning. Through the investigation, there's enough probable cause that has led to the arrest of Adrian. Adrian Reid has been charged with false reporting to local law enforcement authorities, a Class C felony due to the report alleging imminent danger to a person. This is the beginning of a long investigation, and the agencies involved and our community will not rest until Genises is returned home. Finally, and unfortunately, we have to address the spread of misinformation surrounding this case. We understand the public wants immediate answers, but speculation and unverified claims circulating on social media are not only inaccurate, they can actively interfere with an ongoing investigation. Individuals presenting opinions as facts and not involved in this case do not have access to verified information. We urge the community to recognize the difference between confirmed updates and online speculation. If anyone has legitimate information that could assist the investigators, we strongly encourage them to contact the police department directly. Opinions, rumors, and sensationalized posts do not help bring Genises home. Credible facts and cooperation do. These individuals may be chasing attention and online validation, but their actions do nothing to advance the real mission, bringing Genises home safely, and only risk distracting from the work that truly matters. Our shared focus must remain on supporting the investigation and protecting its integrity so we can achieve the goal of returning her home safely. We will continue providing regular updates within the limits of what we can share, recognizing that protecting the integrity of this investigation and any further prosecution is essential. Our priority is and will remain bringing this child home safely, ensuring justice is served based on facts. The Enterprise Police Department is the only official source of accurate, verified information regarding this case. We urge the public to rely solely on updates released by our department to ensure that they receive facts, not speculation or misinformation. So at this time, we can answer many questions. Certainly, again, this is still an active investigation. We are still actively attempting to locate Genises, and the goal should be everybody should be bringing her home safely.
Can you talk a little bit about the search this morning and where that you all are at in that process?
So sometimes when we do searches, we try to remove doubt or say, hey, we've looked there. We had a huge team come in. They conducted a grid search and they didn't report anything back. So that's where we're at with that.
Is there bond set in the arrest?
So right now, she will be charged with that Class C felony. It will be placed on a status where she has to have an initial appearance and see a judge. So right now, there is not a bond. I will tell you that our office has requested with the judge's office, District Judge Josh Wilson, that we be present at that hearing, whether it be virtual or in person. We will be making arguments for an increased bond outside of the recognized bond schedule for a Class C felony based on the status of this investigation and other facts and circumstances that we've learned through things like phone dumps and things of that nature. I can't discuss fully what those are, but nonetheless, we do feel like she needs to have a substantial bond at this point in time, given where we are.
Have you all been made aware of any concern prior to Monday about, from the family, of course, about the whereabouts of Genises? Was there concern by them prior to Monday about the whereabouts?
We have no record of, no, they have not reached out and contacted us. No, this is the first we heard of it at 3:10 a.m. on yesterday morning.
Have you all had any luck with reaching this new person that's in this case, the Mariah person? Have you all had any?
We have leads, but we have not found that person yet. Yes.
You mentioned some of the misinformation, but of course you all are asking the public's help. Is there a thin line between helpfulness and harmfulness that you want to remind the public of in this time?
I think helpfulness versus harmfulness, if they come to us, as I said this morning, somebody may have just a little puzzle piece to a huge puzzle. That information we can plug into what we already know and help us out drastically. Getting on Facebook and posting your opinions and your ideas on social media of where things should go without ever contacting us is misinformation. It's intended to bring eyes upon me and not the overall mission. And that's where I feel like that should be the thin line. If it's that important to them that they need to get on Facebook and post their opinions, certainly it's that important for them to contact us and say, this is the information we have.
Do you have a confirmed date of the last time Genises was seen?
We do not have a confirmed solid date of the last time. We have a general area. As the flyer said, it was within the last 30 days we've had it confirmed somebody has seen her. How well that goes, it could be after that. And that's just one person that we are able to talk to and knows her. Not saying that somebody in a store or something else didn't see her. And again, that may be that little puzzle piece. That person may have seen something, that's weird. And that's kind of the information.
You all put something out about people conducting their own searches and stuff like that. With that, can you kind of talk just about if that complicates anything for you all and having people walk through those areas?
Absolutely it does. We have just because we're not actively out at the scene does not mean we're not actively. We have worked all day through the night, last night and yesterday. We have things set up to either confirm things that we know or to prove that the things that we don't know, right? So people that take it out upon themselves to go and track over something that we could use for evidential value is always a concern. If they were to find something, are they certified in, have they been to the school? We have a special team from Montgomery come down to assist us with evidence processing. It takes a special team to do that. Unless you're that, I would highly suggest you just let us do it. That could cause issues to prosecution. And this is not, people may bring up a couple of weeks ago we had the 9-year-old missing. This is night and day difference. This has legal ramifications of prosecution of one or many parties. Just saying it could, we don't know because we don't know all the facts. That the other week or a couple of weeks ago was a scared boy that needed to be found. And for that, I would have let anybody traipse over it. This has so much more impact if we mess it up.
So yeah, as the chief said, we've done several child missing cases, and they've all been very different. Every one of them has got a child is the only common denominator, but their reasons for being missing is totally different. So this needed to be an organized sabbatical search, which we did. I'm very confident with it.
Can you all repeat the charge?
It's making a false report to law enforcement with imminent danger, which came about after an event in Hoover where the legislature allowed for the felony to be an option. So it is a Class C felony.
And to the public, of course, there's a lot of concern. Is there anything that you want to say in terms of that? Is there any imminent danger right now to the public that they should be concerned about, or do you think this is pretty focused?
Not to the public. I think this is pretty focused. I think this is an event, an offense by a mother, and we have to get to the bottom of it. We know, again, through investigation for the last 24 hours, we know that her story to us is false. And that is, now we have to focus on how do we find Genises and bring her home to the ones that do want her and want to take care of her and love her and raise her.
People are asking about a organized search and I've heard different things about an organized search being done, and so I was wondering, is there an organized search like for the public to help, or is that just something that's strictly?
So we did the organized search this morning through professional, or I said people that have had the training, they have gone through the steps that we use in many things. Again, mentioning the 9-year-old boy, we've used them for just evidence collection because they're trained and they listen to what the instructions are.
So no public.
There's no public right now. We did have quite a few people, and I appreciate the public calling in and saying, hey, if you need me, use me. We've got names and numbers for if we have to use a larger scale. But at this time, there is no reason that we're going to call them up right now. So,
I know that there was some, I guess, rumblings, social media, just about some things found in this wooded area across from the apartment complex, like a mattress and car seat and things of that nature. Is that pertaining to this case? Is that lines up with anything, that evidence, I guess?
If it was evidence, it would have been picked up. I think there was always concern. Again, a lot of times, and I appreciate the community reaching out and calling us and saying, hey, this is strange. I think you need to check that out. That's what we need. That's what we want. Till we get to go out there and go, okay, this is important or it's not. The teams that went out for evidence did not deem it to be a part of the case, so that's probably why they didn't collect it.
Yeah, we collected what we needed.
Mm-hmm.
Can you verify that about the mattress that was supposedly burned, taken and burned, or is that like, can we not talk about evidence?
I'm not going to talk about any evidence. Again, I mean, no. I'd like to stray with until we have all the facts, and we have. Again, the primary reason why I'm even doing the press release is one, to let the public be informed of what's going on, to ease their mind. It's kind of an isolated event, but two, I want Genises back in the mom's. I mean, the family's arms that they can love her and. I would want that for my kids, and I want that for her. So,
do you foresee more charges being brought for other people, or is it just the mother?
Currently, it's just the mother. Everybody else may be a witness. Again, investigations, you may say you have somebody of interest, and you go, holy cow, that's bigger than what I thought. But currently, we just need to talk to people. Mariah is one of them. We just need to talk to her. Rather she's here or somewhere else, we are hoping that it gets to her that we need to talk to her.
Was she supposedly in Ozark, the Mariah lady?
Again, we're going off a basis of somebody that gave us a false report.
Right.
So we don't know.
Okay.
We're just taking little bits of saying, hey, let's try it right now. Because there's one person that knows the answers, and they're not being truthful. So. Anything else? We're good? All right. Thank you.
Thank y'all.
Thank you.
She not that good.
Would there be anything the public could do?
Pray.
All right.
Pray. happy wishes. And again, if they've got those little nuggets of information that they don't think it's relevant, but they can share it with us,
Yeah.
it could be. It could be very relevant.
Sometimes it's the smallest thing.
Yep.
Ma'am, which outlet are you with?
I'm Veronica. I'm myself.
Okay.
But I'm on all platforms. Alright, so they do not want the public out here searching because it could hinder the investigation. They do have U.S. Marshals and FBI in right now, and they did conduct a aerial search this morning. I saw the mattress that was found on a Facebook Live last night. I have seen it. I can take y'all right now to go look if y'all want to look. It's not the mattress in question. I did find an area though where it looked like a piece of a mattress maybe burned, like hanging off the fence, and where you could tell, like, you know, things have been burned. So there's supposed to be a vigil tonight, so I'm kind of just waiting around, trying to find out exactly what time. There wasn't never a time said. It just said after the press release or something. Here, I can show y'all, because I'm back at the scene right now, so I can go ahead and, if I can figure out how to do it. Okay, so this is the scene. Over there is where the mattress, right down in there was where that mattress was, which at nighttime it does look like decomp, but it wasn't. There is a lot of clay in this area. So, and then you have the apartments. I'm not going to show too much of the apartments. I did see where the apartment was, where the little girl lived, and they don't want anyone recording inside the apartment complex. They said I could record out here, but I mean, either way, I'm not going to be disrespectful to the people that live here. And, you know, there's kids and things of that nature out here playing right now. But, here, I'll take y'all, we'll go for a little walk. I was trying to let my phone charge some. I was going to find out about this vigil, because I do want to go and see it and be there. The officer said, you know, anything for any kind of help with the public right now is just pray and pray and well wishes. That they don't want the public out searching because it could tamper with the investigation. Like I said, they do have U.S. Marshals and FBI involved right now. They came in yesterday. Little girl supposedly came up missing at 3:10 a.m. yesterday morning. And, is that a cat? I see something over there. But, came up missing yesterday morning. Now, it is being alleged that it's been 30 days, actually, since the last time that Genises was seen. And y'all can see a little kitty over there. I'm sorry, I don't know how to fix the screen, so, but right over there, I don't know if y'all, how well y'all can see it, so I don't know how to fix it, but there you can see where stuff was burned. You can see something hanging off the fence that looks like maybe a strip of mattress. I'm gonna walk y'all down here where the one mattress that was found last night on someone's Facebook Live, and they thought that it was maybe connected to Genises, because remember, she was apparently asleep in the bed with her mom, and her mom allegedly woke up and the door was open and baby girl gone. But we know now that is not true. And actually, when they did go into the apartment, now this part's alleged, but I've heard from multiple sources that, you know what, now that I'm not in the press conference, now I think of more questions. But they said that it seemed like there was no little girl that lived there. There was no Genesis room. Said that there was a foul smell that came from the apartment, and then the apartment started smelling like bleach. But there's the mattress that was in question that is not a part of this investigation. Which at nighttime, because I was watching it when it was going on, it did look like decomp, but it wasn't. That mattress was allegedly burned January 26th, I'm gonna say. I gotta get my timeline so I can have it ready to look at, because there's quite a few dates involved with this case. And the grandmother, the Genesis mother's mom, had sent a text to the father. The father lives 3 hours away in Florida. Sent a text to the father February 4th and said that they were gonna put a missing person report out for Genesis. That report was never filed. Now, whatever happened, what the father did, I don't know. I don't know. But the last time the father did see his daughter was around Christmas time. So December 2025 was the last time that the father saw his daughter alive. And so it's just so unfortunate right now. But you can see there where you can see there was some kind of burn or fire. And if you look, I don't know how well y'all can tell. Like I said, I'm not trying to show the apartments or any of these kids out here. But you can kind of see like where the apartment is. Like we'll just point at that wall. You can come down here, down the hill. I mean, it'd be easy to drag stuff down into here. I mean, I could walk down there, but I'm not. Just in case. I'm not going to do anything that's going to hinder the investigation of this little girl. But I did ask about that mattress at the press conference. I did ask a couple questions. And so I had that recorded, and then also I was live during that press conference on YT. Same name, same profile picture on all platforms. So but I like YT because you get the replay, and it doesn't drain my battery as much either. So and it's a lot more lenient, like as far as like trying to describe details or whatever. I mean, not that I get gruesome or anything, but this is the area, and people have tried to organize a search for this little girl, but they're not letting the public search right now. And they got FBI and U.S. Marshals involved, and I know the FBI was here yesterday evening. I'm sorry, and I want to know when this visual is going to be. It's supposed to be, what time is it? 5:27 my time. I'm not sure what time the visual is supposed to start, but it's supposed to be held where I showed y'all a minute ago where the mattress was, and that little set. There was a man out here earlier, bless his heart. He was out here earlier trying to clean up around here some for the visual, and trying to make the place look nice and stuff for the little girl's visual, and had some people be kind of rude, which I mean, I understand emotions are high right now, but I mean, the man wasn't trying to do no harm. You've heard 6. I'm sorry, I missed your comments. Do you think that means they know what happened? I think they know. I mean, now I'm just alleging here and speculating. I mean, according to how they sounded, I mean, if they're not wanting the public to help look for a missing child, then that means they're probably suspecting a different outcome. So if the public's searching and it's hindering or could, be tampering with evidence, by walking or anything like that, trying to find the little girl, and it can mess up the investigation and stuff, then I think they probably know, So, I mean, I hate to say it, but there's the mattress that was in question. But that's not it, because the one was allegedly burned somewhere. And like I said, I mean, you could see how easy it would be to just... And the apartment's right... Let's see, I'm at 1, 2, 3. It's at the third one. So 1, 2, 3. It's those apartments right there. Is where the apartment was. And there's already so much, or the mother's charged. The mother's already got charges now, and it's a Class C felony, the charges she got, but her charges so far are making a false police report with an endangerment or something. I forget exactly how it was worded. I guess it's a fairly kind of new law, so they let it go. They upped it to the Class C felony. And and she does not have a bond. She's got to go before the judge first before anything, and they are going to try either a high bond where she can't get out or no bond at all. So and see what the crime... When I got here earlier, the crime scene tape was still attached, but like I said, there was a man here trying to help clean up the trash and debris for the vigil tonight they're supposed to have for Genises. And he tried to put back the crime tape as much as he could, because he kind of got in some trouble by the people over here at the apartments, which, I mean, like I said, I understand, emotions are high and stuff, but there's no race. It don't matter skin color or anything when it comes to a missing child. A missing 2-year-old little girl that, there's skin color don't matter. So, but, so I'm thinking since they're not letting the public search, and the way I'm pretty sure we have another Casey Anthony situation right now, because the mother has already stated they have a person for question but not suspect. And her name's Mariah, and that's all we know. The mother said that Mariah had her, which they don't know who Mariah is. They went whatever place it was that she said Mariah was, and they were like, we don't know who that is. So, but this is where I believe, because you can clearly tell. I wish that guy was out here still that I talked to earlier. He was really nice, but you can clearly tell that stuff has been burned back there, and that would be a perfect place. I mean, it'd be easy right there, and you're still hidden. But apparently, hey,
Hey,
how you doing, Steph?
good. How are you? How's it going?
All right, I'm trying to figure out what time the visual is. I'm back at the scene. The mattress, remember that mattress we were talking about earlier?
Uh-huh.
I don't know if you saw it or not. It's still down there. But
Oh,
over here you can tell where stuff has been burned at. And it looks like a strip of mattress actually off the fence right there.
yeah.
But that mattress that they found last night, it's still over there, and it's clay. There's a lot of clay and stuff down here. So I'm gonna walk back over here so you can see it.
Is this near her, where she went missing from, like at her home?
Yes, that's the apartment complex right there.
Yeah.
So
There
just
doesn't seem to be much activity over there like there was about this time yesterday.
no, no. They actually did the press conference and stuff at the police department. He did say that they had there was U.S. Marshals and FBI that's involved, and there's the mattress. And
Oh, God, that thing is so gross looking.
yeah, and I mean, clearly it hasn't. I mean, it's hadn't been burned. It looks like one of them foam mattresses, you know. So
Yeah.
that's probably what the smell was mildew and stuff. But yeah, I believe that law enforcement is on search and recovery and not just a search.
Right. You think that's why they won't let anybody search?
Yes, yes, because they said
Because
it.
of recovery.
Yeah, it could hinder the investigation and tamper with evidence. Little shoe, but
Mm-mm.
it's so sad. That little girl is so beautiful.
Yeah.
I was
Heartbreaking.
showing them earlier like how easy it would be because the apartment's like right there, right in there is where the apartment is. So if she was to come out with stuff to burn or anything like that, I mean, it'd been so easy to drag it downhill right through there, and I could walk over there, but I'm not going to because I don't want to mess with anything or whatever. I did ask some questions when I was in there, and man, I hate this. Hi, Mandy. But I mean, you just go right on down there and get to where you can see the stuff was burned at.
Mm.
So the mother is charged, and then she's only got one charge right now. They said that they didn't have any more suspects or anything like that, but the mother was charged for making a false report to law enforcement. And
Well,
they're not going to give her bond. So
what could she have done? She had to have disposed of her. Did they try like search dogs, like canines yet?
he said that they said that they had the U.S. Marshals, FBI, and then trained people, and then some school. I think he said in dang, it was somewhere up northern Alabama that are trained for search and stuff, and they came down here, and that's what they were doing all day and all night last night.
Yeah.
So
Okay. It's heartbreaking. You know, if she didn't want her, she could have put her up for adoption,
yeah,
you know,
yeah,
or somebody would have. I mean,
daddy had her.
there's never no reason to take anybody's life, much less a child's.
Right.
Heartbreaking.
Yeah, the last time the father had seen her was at Christmas time, and he tried getting her, for New Year's and other holidays, and she always avoided it. And I think the Genesis mom's mom, so the grandmother, but mom, uh, has sent a text message to the father February 4th saying that they were going to file a missing persons report for the little girl, but one was never filed.
Right. It's just oddly that, well, I heard them saying that she burned a mattress on January 23rd, but did anybody actually see her burning one?
I mean, there were people out here that said that they did because they saw her take down gasoline. They saw her take the mattress over there, and
Uh
then
huh.
saw her take I think it was like a gallon jug or something of gas, and was burning stuff. And they said whenever they went inside the house, um, it was like Genesis never even lived there. There was no bed.
Wow.
Yeah. And then the man,
That sounds like an Ashley Buzzard to me.
yeah. I spoke to a man earlier that was out here trying to clean up and get some of this trash and stuff up for the vigil, and he kind of got in a little trouble with the people that live over there in the apartments. But I mean, I understand, emotions are high and stuff, but I mean, he was just trying to help.
Mm-hmm.
He did say that he saw, burning and stuff, but he didn't really think much of it. Because, in the South, or I guess other places too, out in the country and stuff, they burn. That's.
Shelby in the comments says a coworker leaves across the wood line, and he said the fire department ended up having to come out. So there's some kind of record or proof that she was burning something out there.
Right. Huh, I have to go look into that. Yeah, because I don't see, like, this being a place for burning. I mean, it's, like, right there with the woods and the wood line and a fence. And, I mean, usually people have, like, a controlled fire, like a burn barrel or, a fire pit or something, not just, I mean, you see all the trees and stuff here.
Yeah. Oh, she says there's another comment. Oh, okay, I got you. So the fire department ended up having to come out for a fire sometime last month, she says, but he was unsure if it was due to her burning. So last month would be in January, and we know January the 7th, she went to pick up her check for her electricity, and her daughter wasn't with her, which is abnormal. Everybody's saying she's always with her. That's the thing. It's just, it was abnormal behavior because they've not seen her out.
Right. Yeah. And the officer at the press conference did say there is like a 30-day time period that they have for a timeline of when she was last seen.
He's coming.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, sorry, it was my husband. We got a guest coming over. My daughter's brother-in-law's house burnt down. He's lost everything, and he's gonna come stay with us.
Oh, bless his heart.
Yeah, he's just a kid. I mean, he's in his 20s, but that is just a kid to me.
Right. Yeah, definitely a youngin'.
Yeah. Oh gosh, I see that right there. Yes.
Yeah, that's not a normal burning spot, I don't think.
Uh-huh. Mm-mm.
I mean, that's trees and a fence right there, and then you
Yeah.
see right there like something fabricy or something hanging.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Now, they did say they were looking to question a Mariah, but I mean, I don't think they're really expecting to speak to a Mariah. So,
Well, I heard that person doesn't even exist, like a Zanny the Nanny type of situation.
yeah, and that's exactly how the officer sounded whenever he was talking about it. So I take it the vigil is going to be probably soon. I see more news coming back out here now to the scene.
Yeah.
But sad.
487, Veronica is on site in Enterprise, Alabama, at the site of missing Genesis Reid, 2 years old, was reported missing or allegedly last seen around 3 a.m. yesterday morning, but as we know, has not been seen for much longer. And so her mother's in custody, and there's some just shady stuff going on.
Yeah. I did ask if they thought that, if any more charges would be brought to anyone else, and as of right now, they said no, just the mother. So, but I'm wondering if the grandmother won't get charges, though, in the end somewhere for knowing and not saying anything. And that would be the Genesis mom's mother.
Yeah, she texted the dad on February the 4th and said, I'm going to report her missing. But then what did the dad do?
That's what I've been trying to figure out. I don't know. I know there was never a missing persons report made at that time, so I'm not sure what happened with that. I don't know. Maybe he just waited it out, or what. I'm not sure. I haven't seen him out here today, so I don't know where he is right now. So that's a great question. I wish I had the answer. Did you find out when the visual was going to be?
I don't know the time.
You don't either? I don't either.
See, the other station is over there, so I don't know when. Like, I'm gonna check it. I got a live in the 6.
Oh, okay.
Check it out.
Okay. That's WDHN news. But I know the grandmother last night was like going off on people, saying that she was going to defend her daughter, and no matter what she did. So that kind of says a lot. Y'all can. We got WDHN over here with me, and then WTVY is parked over there at the apartments. I believe that's their 2 cars over there. Are they searching the woods right there? They're not letting the public search. There has been a lot of people that's wanted to search and has reached out and with trying to organize a search and stuff, but they turn people away. Right now, they do not want the public searching because it could hinder the investigation or tamper with any kind of evidence. So they do have the U.S. Marshals, FBI, and then, of course, the local law enforcement that are doing the aerial searches. But they do not want the public out here, or out in these woods or around the apartment or anything like that searching, because it could hinder the investigation and any evidence. So I'm thinking they probably know, but I mean, still hoping and praying. Where is this? Enterprise, Alabama. It is southern Alabama. It is. Trying to think what else is close to Enterprise. There's a base here, military base. How can a 2-year-old child go missing at 3 a.m. in the morning? Something is wrong with this case. Exactly. And there were neighbors and stuff that said there was a foul smell coming from the apartment. And then not long after that foul smell, the apartment it just smelled like straight bleach. And yeah, Dothan and Fort Rucker. That's right. And there was also one of the neighbors that said that they saw the mother, or her kid saw the mother through the window. They heard some noises and I guess peeked through the window and saw Genesis' mother beating a baby doll that was bald-headed with a hammer. And that neighbor said that they tried to talk to the mother, trying to be, I guess, a good neighbor or whatever, and talk to her, and they just thought that she had some mental issues and probably, I don't know, missing her daughter that was allegedly with the father but wasn't with the father. So, and then also heard from another neighbor today that she did hair and there was someone over there, and then she was doing the hair, and they could smell a foul odor, but they didn't think nothing of it. So, and that was one thing the guy I spoke with earlier that was helping clean up around here, getting some of the trash, and he did mess with the crime scene tape, but I mean, it wasn't nothing malice or anything, but I mean, he was highly upset. I mean, he's like, I'm just trying to clean it up for the visual for the little girl, and he was like, oh yeah, now they want to say something. Nobody had nothing to say before when the little girl needed somebody the most. So, kind of looks like a cross over there now. I don't know if y'all can see it. With the leaves. But, sad story out of Enterprise, Alabama. One guest request. Are you trying to request up, Chatty? I'm not too great with TikTok. I think I just accepted your request up. Is this about the missing child? Yes. 2-year-old out of Enterprise, Alabama. Her name is Genises Nova Reid. She would have been 3 years old, or she would be, or her birthday's in March. She would have been 3. And mother initially reported her missing yesterday morning at 3:10 a.m. Says she woke up and her daughter, they were co-sleeping, and the daughter was not in the bed and the door was open. And they don't know which direction she went. The mother said she had on pink pajama outfit. I think it was Minnie Mouse. Yeah, and mother also stated that after they took her in custody, mother stated that she was with a lady named Mariah, which law enforcement cannot find Mariah to ask her if she's got Genises. The mattress that was seen, y'all give me a minute, I'll walk back over there. I don't want to mess up the newsman's 6 o'clock live, but the mattress, which, let me see if I can show the picture. Trying to find the picture of that mattress. Alright, so that mattress, I've seen it, and from that picture at night with the light like that on there, it does look like decomp, but it is not. It's not decomp, it's clay, dirt. The mattress that's in question, she allegedly burned. So, that's not the mattress. They did not take that into evidence. It's still over there. But they did take a car seat, and which I don't know if that, I think they just kind of took it for precautionary in case it was evidence. But they are, testing and everything. And then there was a blanket or some kind of large piece of fabric that they picked up and they put in the back of the law enforcement truck. So that's the little girl, that's the mother, and then the mattress that got all the hype last night about, which I'm pretty sure, if they were out here, they would have, I mean, they were out here. They saw it. They absolutely saw it, because, you can't miss it. I'm speaking of her in past tense, so do you know if she's... I pray that little girl's okay. I do. But my gut feeling and being here and then speaking with law enforcement and knowing the mother has lied and lied so much already, and this little girl hadn't been seen allegedly in 30 days. I think that's why they're on a search where it's no public involved. You know, if it was just like a regular missing kid case, you know, like the officer said at the press release, you know, like there was a 9-year-old that went missing or something, you know, they had the public searching and they found the little boy. But with this one, they're not letting the public search. It's only law enforcement and trained people searching to not hinder or tamper with any evidence. You know, they said it because if people were out searching and they stepped on something, you know, that was evidence, it could mess up the whole investigation. So if that says anything. Why can't the public search? Because they believe it would tamper with evidence. Why did she burn the mattress though? I mean, we can speculate why. That's all I can do is speculate why. I mean, why would your home have a smell and then bleach and nobody's seen your little girl? I'm gonna sit back in the car and put my phone back on the charger for a little bit. And then the guy beside me, he's with the local news doing his live, so I let my phone charge a little bit. But they seem to be like on their game here, so I know it probably seems like they're not, but I don't know. Alright. Yes, Genises Nova Reid, 2 years old, will be 3 in March. Yes, the mom is in custody, and she is charged, and it's a Class C felony for giving a false police report. And then there was something said about endangered. Let me see if I can go back and... because I recorded it on my other phone, so I was able to record the whole thing for better sound quality. Because I didn't know how well you'd be able to hear it on the live on YouTube or YT. Can y'all hear it okay?
Actually waiting for...
Oh, they were still waiting.
Good afternoon. Thank you for being here. Currently, this is what we know about Genises Reid. On 16 February, the mother, Adrienne Reid, reported her child missing at 3:10 a.m., stating that Genises walked out the front door. A thorough precursor search of the area did not result in any helpful leads of where Genises had gone, and inconsistencies in Adrienne's story resulted in more intense investigation. FBI, ALEA, Coffee County Sheriff, and numerous other agencies were notified as mutual aid, and the investigation responded to assist. The full staff of every division of the Enterprise Police Department remains engaged in the investigation as a lead agency. The father of Genises, grandmother, other family members, and those that knew Genises were contacted through the investigation and have been very cooperative with law enforcement. Mariah, a person of interest but not a suspect, was generated through Adrienne, who gave very little to no assistance on how to contact Mariah. We again ask the public to include Mariah. If you know who this might be, please come forward and share your information. Our ultimate goal is to safely reunite this child with the people who love her and are committed to her care and well-being. Although we are still investigating the whereabouts of Genises, we are confident that Adrienne made a false report that Genises walked out of the apartment at 3 a.m. in the morning. Through the investigation, there's enough probable cause that has led to the arrest of Adrienne. Adrian Reid has been charged with false reporting to local law enforcement authorities, a Class C felony due to the report alleging imminent danger to a person. This is the beginning of a long investigation, and the agencies involved and our community will not rest until Genises is returned home. Finally, and unfortunately, we have to address the spread of misinformation surrounding this case. We understand the public wants immediate answers, but speculation and unverified claims circulating on social media are not only inaccurate, they can actively interfere with an ongoing investigation. Individuals presenting opinions as facts and not involved in this case do not have access to verified information. We urge the community to recognize the difference between confirmed updates and online speculation. If anyone has legitimate information that could assist the investigators, we strongly encourage them to contact the police department directly. Opinions, rumors, and sensationalized posts do not help bring Genises home. Credible facts and cooperation do. These individuals may be chasing attention and online validation, but their actions do nothing to advance the real mission, bringing Genises home safely, and only risk distracting from the work that truly matters. Our shared focus must remain on supporting the investigation and protecting its integrity so we can achieve the goal of returning her home safely. We will continue providing regular updates within the limits of what we can share, recognizing that protecting the integrity of this investigation and any further prosecution is essential. Our priority is and will remain bringing this child home safely, ensuring justice is served based on facts. The Enterprise Police Department is the only official source of accurate, verified information regarding this case. We urge the public to rely solely on updates released by our department to ensure that they receive facts, not speculation or misinformation. So at this time, we can answer many questions. Certainly, again, this is still an active investigation. We are still actively attempting to locate Genises, and the goal should be everybody should be bringing her home safely.
Can you talk a little bit about the search this morning and where that you all are at in that process?
So sometimes when we do searches, we try to remove doubt or say, hey, we've looked there. We had a huge team come in. They conducted a grid search and they didn't report anything back. So that's where we're at with that.
Is there bond set in the arrest?
So right now, she will be charged with that Class C felony. It will be placed on a status where she has to have an initial appearance and see a judge. So right now, there is not a bond. I will tell you that our office has requested with the judge's office, District Judge Josh Wilson, that we be present at that hearing, whether it be virtual or in person. We will be making arguments for an increased bond outside of the recognized bond schedule for a Class C felony based on the status of this investigation and other facts and circumstances that we've learned through things like phone dumps and things of that nature. I can't discuss fully what those are, but nonetheless, we do feel like she needs to have a substantial bond at this point in time, given where we are.
Thank you. Have you all been made aware of, any concern prior to Monday about, from the family, of course, about the whereabouts of Genises? Was there concern by them prior to Monday about the whereabouts?
We have no record of it. No, they have not reached out and contacted us. No, this is the first we heard of it at 3:10 a.m. on yesterday morning.
Have you all had any luck with reaching this new person that's in this case, the Mariah person? Have you all had any?
We have leads, but we have not found that person yet. Yes.
You mentioned some of the misinformation, but of course you all are asking the public's help. Is there a thin line between helpfulness and harmfulness that you want to remind the public of in this time?
I think helpfulness versus harmfulness, if they come to us, as I said this morning, somebody may have just a little puzzle piece to a huge puzzle. That information we can plug into what we already know and help us out drastically. Getting on Facebook and posting your opinions and your ideas on social media of where things should go without ever contacting us is misinformation. It's intended to bring eyes upon me and not the overall mission. And that's where I feel like that should be the thin line. If it's that important to them that they need to get on Facebook, and post their opinions, certainly it's that important for them to contact us and say, this is the information we have.
Do you have a confirmed date of the last time Genesis was seen?
We do not have a confirmed solid date of the last time. We have a general area. As the flyer said, it was within the last 30 days we've had it confirmed.
Thank you, Ruth.
Somebody has seen her. How well that goes, it could be after that. And that's just one person that we are able to talk to and knows her. Not saying that somebody in a store or something else didn't see her. And again, that may be that little puzzle piece. That person may have seen something, that's weird. And that's kind of the information.
You all put something out about people conducting their own searches and stuff like that. With that, can you kind of talk just about if that complicates anything for you all and having people walk through those areas?
Absolutely it does. We have just because we're not actively out at the scene does not mean we're not actively. We have worked all day through the night, last night and yesterday. We have things set up to either confirm things that we know or to prove that the things that we don't know, right? So people that take it out upon themselves to go and track over something that we could use for evidential value is always a concern. If they were to find something, are they certified and, have they been to the school? We have a special team from Montgomery come down to assist us with evidence processing. It takes a special team to do that. Unless you're that, I would highly suggest you just let us do it. That could cause issues to prosecution. And this is not, people may bring up a couple of weeks ago, we had the 9-year-old missing. This is night and day difference. This has legal ramifications of prosecution of one or many parties. Just saying it could, we don't know because.
I'll walk over there, would you?
I may have to be here. I may have to be back out here.
All right, we're going to walk back over here to the apartments. I'm just going to leave the little girl's picture up. We're trying to find out when the vigil is going to be. And thank y'all for the hearts and shares and everything. If I missed a question, you can ask me again. I'm sorry.
Do I have to pile up the dogs like this?
Come on. Did you go through here earlier? See where the apartment was?
Yeah, I knew it.
Yeah. I'm trying to turn the camera on for y'all real quick. Hold on. I'm trying. Alright, so I'm gonna turn the camera back on now. Oop. Alright, tonight, since this is a serious situation, I'm only gonna let people that I know come up. So, no offense to anybody. I'm not very TikTok savvy. I usually do YT. Yes, the mother is in custody right now and is charged with false reporting to officers, with endangerment of a child or endangerment of a person, or I forget exactly how you worded it, but it's it's a new law that came into play, and so now it's a Class C felony, and there is no bond for the mother. I'm standing here right now in the apartment complex, so that's why I don't have the camera on, out of respect. I will show y'all this real quick, since we're allowed out here right now. There's the apartment. That's the apartment. One, two, and there's a little hill right down there, so she could have walked down that little hill. Which I might switch back to YT, y'all, because TikTok drains your battery too much. Yeah, they already know the mother's lying. I like her little silver shoes. You see them? This is very sad. I did ask at the press conference if there was anything the public could do, and he said, pray. Sorry, I'm not doing a lot of talking right now. I'm standing inside the apartment complex, and we got live news going on, and we're trying to figure out when the vigil is going to be. Tonight, if anybody's requesting up, if I do not personally know you, I'm sorry. But with the seriousness of this case, I'm not really going to invite anybody up that I do not know. Because, like I said, I'm not TikTok savvy.
I wonder if it's even happening.
That's what I was wondering.
I gotta be back down here at 11.
I'm trying to be back out here. You gonna be in the same spot?
Yeah.
I'll be looking for you when I pull up.
That's supposed to be some more. What I heard, I don't know how true, but they're gonna do some more like searching.
Oh yeah.
But I don't, like I said, that's kind of like on the low right now.
Right.
And I
Yeah.
don't think they want they don't want it out
Yeah.
because they don't want people to be like, oh, let me help y'all.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that blind's up.
I don't know what time they're doing it, but they told that to my boss. So my boss is really cool with Sheriff Bird and Elba.
Mm-hmm.
They're like really close. He was at the conference, the one
When we were just at, or
we were just at, yeah. He was the one with the brown looking shirt, like not the chief, but and not the district attorney, but the next guy.
Oh, okay. Did they ever say if they found any? Because I know they did the lights and stuff in the apartment last night. Did they ever say if they found any evidence or anything?
I have no idea. I don't think so. Everybody's pretty nice around here.
Yeah.
That's that's a good thing. She could be kind of some situations where it's like
Yeah, there was one earlier.
mad that we're here and
Yeah.
fussing and cussing.
Yeah. There was a lady that came down earlier when that man was down there cleaning up and was getting on to him. And I'm like, I understand like emotions is high, you know, but I mean,
Yeah.
she was throwing out the race card and everything. I'm like, man, this ain't got nothing to do with no skin color. Yeah.
I didn't know she said all that.
Yeah, she was like, are you even legal? Da, da, da. You
Yeah,
called
he
it.
came over there and told us about that. I don't know why she did all that.
Yeah.
But I also don't know why he went over there and looked at was messing with the tape. She's not
Yeah.
supposed to do that.
Yeah.
So I mean, there was wrong on both parts.
Right. Right.
But yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I ain't got no dog in the fight, but I'm just saying that's just,
Right. Yeah. No, that's what I was like.
he
I
came over
under-
there and told us.
yeah, I was like, I understand, you know, emotions are high and stuff, but I mean, this is about the little girl.
Yeah.
And he said, he was like, well, I was hoping to put some ribbon or something up for the little girl, and you know.
That ain't his job.
Yeah.
And I don't think anybody would be putting ribbons over there.
Yeah.
You know, at the potential crime scene that's or that's
Right.
offered to be a potential.
Right.
Like I don't even know why he went.
Yeah.
Wait, she shouldn't have been like
Yeah.
saying all that weird stuff.
Right.
Call ICE. Or whatever she
Right. I know it.
shouldn't have been going. If he had a jump on her, it would have been
Yeah.
another story.
Yeah. I mean, at least she calmed down. I said something, but I mean, I didn't say nothing out the way or anything, but I was like, you know, he was just trying to help or whatever, you know. I mean, he didn't, you know, try to help calm the situation down some where it did escalate. What they talking about over there for the vigil?
No. I'm just gonna get a little video on my phone and get up out of here. Send it in for 10 and be like, hey, here go y'all song.
Oh my goodness.
Yesterday
I know you tired.
was long.
I can
Today
imagine.
wasn't that bad because we had a lot of downtime.
Yeah.
It was nothing to do from after I got done with my live hit at 11.
Right.
It was nothing to do until 4 o'clock.
Yeah. Yeah, I can imagine yesterday being so intense.
Because that was like the day, that was the day.
Mm-hmm. Has anybody else talked to the father?
I haven't talked to the father.
I wonder if he's still here.
Did the what happened or not? No?
not looking like. I don't think so. I don't think.
Now watch when we leave.
Right.
I know. Then everybody.
And then they gonna have it. And then I'm gonna be mad.
Yeah.
I asked people, and they were like, no.
That's it, no?
All right. So
Could happen at midnight. I don't know.
At midnight. Oh, that's crazy.
And when it does,
we be asleep. All right. I'm trying to see how I can turn the camera back on. All right. So I am out here with news media that made me some friends, I guess. I might do another live later just to kind of chit chat, and then I can let people up on panel and stuff. For anybody that's got any questions, right now I'm gonna hold off on really letting anyone up because I am out here on the scene. And y'all have a good night. And I don't want to be disrespectful or anything like that. So, and it's dark. So I'm probably gonna head back, and then Mr. Robert from WHN said he's gonna be back out here tomorrow. Let me see if I turn the camera back on. Y'all can see how dark it is over here. And I'm not too TikTok savvy too, y'all. But right in here, which y'all can't see because it's just, you can smell gasoline, but is where the mattress is. Which I mean, they would have saw that first thing yesterday when they got here. So I'm going to keep y'all updated, and I guess there's no visual tonight. WDHN and WTVY, they're gonna go home and call it a night. So, but I may try and get back on here later and try to answer any questions, or then I can have panel and things like that when I get home. Today's y'all's birthday. Happy birthday! And you can follow me on all platforms. I mainly do YouTube or YT, same name, same profile picture. So, all right, y'all have a great night, and I'll keep y'all updated.